as you said, the people-to-people sort of dialogue and the face-to-face contact is really important. And Chinese traditional culture, such as guanxi, has been influencing business practice in China. But with the generation Y and Z, mainly the people in their like late 20s, now up to the 40s, are becoming more senior management of most Chinese companies, whether they are state-owned or private. And many of them speak English friendly. Do you still think that Chinese culture play as an important role as before in doing business in China?
I think so. I mean, this could be, my background is as a sociologist, and I mean, that's my, even though I teach at a business school, that's my academic training. And so things like, culture, networks, social engagement, these are the things that really sort of stand out to me as an observer. And I think, even though, certainly many Chinese executives do speak English, and that really, I think, makes communication a lot easier, but that doesn't mean that actually the cultural norms are different. And so, many times when I went to China before COVID, just the culture of, sort of doing business around a dinner table and having, sort of, baijiu, toasting other people. I mean, this doesn't really, as far as I know, exist in the West. And so, I mean, that's actually something that's easy to learn because, I mean, you can do it, but sort of what that means as far as actually, establishing trust and sort of personal relations with the people that you're going to be working with. I think in the West, I think has actually even gotten more, sort of even less socially embedded work relationships. And so I do think that there is still, a gap in culture. So it's something really, even if the person you're working with does speak English, I think if you're trying to do business in China, I think you have to really keep in the top of your mind that, culturally it's a different context and country.
And also, even as you said, the language is not such a barrier sometimes, but it's a cultural nuances many of the times,
right.
Not easy to be picked up by the Westerns, right, unless they have lived and worked in China extensively. And so it's always useful, I find that when talking with our clients and generally Western business people, that it's worthwhile to actually understand the Chinese culture and particularly how Chinese think differently and
right.
and then the behave also differently in the context of doing business as well.
Yes.